Hey guys, Brad here with B Squared Gaming. First, I want to say if my speech is a little slurred, it's because I just had a couple rum and cokes. I ran out of rum, so now I'm drinking screwdrivers. So that's another favorite drink of mine. But I was tagged in this new thing well, maybe it's not new. I'm fairly new to YouTube, so it's new to me. This new thing that's been going around YouTube. It's tagging somebody, so then they have to answer certain questions, and then you go ahead and pass it on. I was actually tagged by Nate and Megan of Sprite Lovers. They're a local YouTuber, or they're local YouTubers from my area, about 30 to 45 minutes away from me. I haven't actually met them in person yet. I'm looking forward to doing so. We have to meet in person, and also we should probably talk more because I love talking about video games. And the whole reason I got into YouTube is because a lot of my friends, they don't really play video games, let alone retro video games. So the only one really that plays retro video games would be Brad, and he's so busy with work lately. I really don't get to talk to him much either. So it might sound sad, but talk to me. No, I'm joking. But anyways, they asked me three questions. The first question that they asked was, what game would I like complete in box? Now, if you've seen my Hidden Gem Hunter videos, I don't really care to get games complete in box, maybe except for the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy, just because it's easier to display those. I have a couple of drawers full of Game Boy games that I can't display. But with a little thought, actually, there is one game that I would like to have complete in box, and it's not really because it's a rare game or it's really expensive game or anything like that. It's just more of a nostalgic reason. Now, I went to high school. My high school had an open campus for lunch, so you could leave for lunch and go buy your lunch at local restaurants that were in the area, or you could just go home or do whatever you wanted to for, I think it was 45 minutes we had for lunch. My parents would give me $3 to $4 so I could go buy my lunch every day that I had school. I saved up, I starved myself, I didn't eat lunch for probably like 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks, and I saved up that money. And one day on lunch, I went to a Sears that was in the area. They sold video games at the time. They had their own electronic department, well, like they do now, but it was much smaller back then. But anyways, I went there on my lunch and I bought this game. Like I said, I was a freshman in college, or I'm sorry, freshman in high school. That's the booze talking. So when you're that young, you really don't care about the box. At least I didn't really care about the box. I would just tear open the game and put the game in so I could play it. That game was a Game Boy game, go figure, and it was Pokemon Pikachu Edition, so the yellow Pokemon for the Game Boy. And actually, I don't even have that game in my collection anymore, and those questions made me think about it. And it's one that I really want to get in my collection now because I loved playing that game. And like I said, the reason I want that complete in box was it was the first video game that I worked or starved for to buy with my own money. And I took the time and I went and bought it by myself and went home and played it. So that game, for a nostalgic reason, I would really like complete in box. Like I said, it's really not that expensive, but I'm really cheap, so unless I find it in the wild for cheap, I'm probably not going to get it on like eBay or a game store or anything like that. But that is one game that I would like complete in box. Now the next question that they asked, stand by, I need a little water in my mouth here. Now the next question that they asked was, what do I intend to do as far as my hobbies go now that game hunting in New York anyways, is coming to a close because garage sale season is done. Really, I don't really have an answer for that because I don't really have that many hobbies. I work a lot. I probably work, 60 to 70 hours a week. I have three kids, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and now a 13-week-old, and they're all three boys. So I love doing stuff with them, outdoorsy stuff. So really, I wouldn't even call it a hobby. I just love spending time with my kids. So during the off season of video game chasing, there's a lot of holidays with Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. I spend a lot of time with my family. Not just my immediate family, but like my dad. I know they're immediate family, but my dad, my mom, my brother and his family. Um, we've always been a pretty close knit family, and it's really nice that I have that support. And I'm just a family guy, so I wouldn't call it a hobby, but I spend a lot of time with my family and playing a couple video games here and there, and then also work. So I guess I need to pick up a hobby. That's what YouTube is for, I guess, right? Now, the next question that they asked was my favorite vacation. I had a hard time deciding what was my favorite vacation. My honeymoon with my wife, we went to the Bahamas. It was really fun. We went to a Sandals, and they're all inclusive, so I don't know. It's just really fun. It was just the two of us. But then, the beginning of this year, I took a family vacation. It was my wife, myself, my oldest son, Nathan, and then at the time, my youngest son, Mason. They were 4 and 2 when we took this vacation. We went down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I have an aunt that works at a hotel that's right on the water, so we get to stay at a family rate, so it's fairly cheap, easier for me to afford. We've gone down before, just my wife and my oldest son Nathan. We flew down, but this year I just couldn't really afford to fly down, so we drove down with 2 kids. Now, anybody that has kids, I'm sure you're probably pulling your hair out like, why would you do that? But actually, my kids, they were pretty good. Surprisingly, they were a lot better than I thought they were. I think we left a day before we really intended on leaving, just in case the kids were really bad. We could stay at a hotel on the way down there. But the kids were really good, so we drove straight through, and actually the first night we had to stay at my aunt's house because we didn't book the hotel until the next night. So, but I just got to spend a lot of time with my kids on the beach. Beautiful weather. My wife on the beach. Beautiful weather. Of course, she's my wife, so I think she's hot. So, but anyways, I got to spend time with my grandma, who I don't get to see a lot because she lives down there now. Also my aunt, who I don't get to see too much because she, again, lives down there. And my cousin, who is, what grade is he in now? 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade, who I really don't get to spend a lot of time with, but he's really athletic. He does a lot of sports, so I got to see a couple of his sporting games and things like that. It was nice for him, nice for me. Got to do a lot of bonding on that vacation, so I think that vacation definitely was the best vacation that I've ever had. And hopefully I have more in the future. But anyways, now here comes the part, and it's really tricky for me because I'm new on YouTube, where I'm supposed to tag other YouTubers, but I have no friends. No, I'm new to YouTube, so I really don't know that many people. And the people that I do talk to a little bit have already been tagged. So I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I hope you guys don't mind, Nate and Megan, sorry. But I want to give shout outs. I know they've already been tagged or have done this or something like that. But CNC Freak or Classic Contagious Gaming. Sorry, Boo's talking again. He was one of the first people that subscribed to my channel when Brad and I put the introductory video out and then the first pickup video. So I want to give a shout out to him. I know he's already been tagged, but hey, thank you for hanging in there. I'm putting up new videos now, and I love your videos and all the series that you do. I look forward to more in the future. And then the Jimbo channel, he was also one of the first people that have that subscribed to my channel. So I want to give a shout out to him as well. Thank you, I appreciate it, and again, I like that you're doing a lot more videos now, and I look forward to more in the future. And then I'm going to tag, actually, anybody watching this video. Like I said, I don't know too many YouTubers, so this might be a chance for me to get to know you. Leave a comment down below about, answer those 3 questions. What game do you want complete in box? What other hobbies do you have other than video games or video game hunting? And then, what was your favorite vacation? Maybe this gives me a reason to get, or not reason, sorry, lose again. Gives me a chance to get to know you guys and open up some conversation. So, hope you didn't just hear my wife yelling. Sorry. But yeah, answer those questions down below. I look forward to reading all the comments. Um, I am putting together a new Hidden Gems Hunter video. I'm having some difficulty with my Super Game Boy player. I have a Game Boy Color game that I put in and it shows up black and white, and really it kind of kills what I want to talk about with this game. So I'm probably going to try to pick up a GameCube Game Boy player. I hope to have that out soon. Nate and Megan, thank you for tagging me in this. I look forward to getting to know you guys more. And thanks for watching. Sorry if it rambled on. Too many of these, I guess. But yeah, thanks. Now, the next question was, it was either, sorry about that. Um, I think it was the hobbies. Yep, sorry. It was the hobbies. What hobby do I have other than collecting video games, or what am I going to do now that it's the off season for up here in New York? What am I going to do for collecting video games other than collecting video games? Hey guys, I'm a family man, so I can't really. Shit. Maybe if I didn't drink so many of these, I could think straight. I spend a lot of time with my family and playing video games and working. Now the next question that they asked, oh, what was that next question? I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head here. Oh, boy. I can't remember what the next question was. Complete box. Hobby. Vacation. Now the